welcome back, welcome back. I still have these now sitting here because all right, my bad. My storage was full on my phone because I deleted it but did not delete it out of my recently deleted. So here we go. So I was gonna work on these stiletto nails. I got them in these plastic baggies from somewhere. I feel like it might have been the Attitude Shop. They're super tiny, like the sizing is so weird. But I decided I was gonna do some basic stilettos in a sense of the length, but I decided I want them to be really dramatic because I'm actually doing them to match this outfit I'm wearing for that I'm gonna show off. And it's like a brand collaboration, and it's very edgy. It's not even an outfit, honestly, but it's very edgy, and I'm just like, I don't want to play it safe with these little baby nails. So I've decided not to do these. Instead, these are the nails I'm deciding to do. Una Gela False Nails Professional Nail Art Supply. I got these from Amazon. I did not know they were gonna come like this. These are like super weird to me. But I saw that they already had the like rough parts. So I was like, oh yeah, let me try it. They are coffin, but I will be cutting them to be stiletto. And this has a good, the zero fits really well on my thumb. Yeah, I want them to be long, sharp, edgy stilettos that I can only wear for this content, and then I'm gonna have to immediately take off. But why not bring the drama? I'm like, I'm making black stiletto edgy nails, blinged out, glittered out, and I want them to be dramatic. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm just going to replace one for the other because I'm not going to deal with those right now. Okay, so I have all the matching nails. Let me just make sure everything's on camera. So I'm definitely going to cut them now because it's such a significant difference, and it'll be easier for me to match up the sizes now. So let's see, the pinky is the shortest, and I don't think I'm going to keep all of this length, but I definitely want to at least cut it down. There we go. So you already know I'm only doing one set on camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these and shape these into stiletto. I did it already off camera with this one. This is the way I was taught to do stiletto. If you don't already have it shaped into the stiletto shape, you kind of just put it right through the center and you curve it out. And then you cut down. There we go. And for the second side, the same thing, right in the center. Curve it out. Okay. I don't even know if I was on camera, y'all. And I wasn't. I wasn't, right? Oh, I guess I was. Okay. So there, that is, then I'm gonna shape it into a stiletto, basically. Now I have all of them cut, and I'm just gonna use my file and fully shape them. This one is really crooked the way I cut it, but it's okay. It's going to get better as I file. I'm definitely not going to show myself filing each individual nail because it'll just take up so much space. And for me, when I watch these type of videos, my favorite part is the design part. So I'm trying to provide enough information so that you see what I'm doing and all of my, things I'm going through, whether good or bad. But I also don't want to have a video full of me shaping for hours because it really does take me a long time. And then at the very, very end is design. It's like, no, because the design is going to take me a while too. So you see the shape definitely is getting better as I file. So I feel like it's good enough for me to go ahead and pretty much be done with this and lay the acrylic and then get it to the perfect shape. But I just wanted to make sure the foundation was, giving stiletto and more even than it was. So now I'm finished filing all 5 fingers, which it is giving stiletto 100%. But now I have to move on to the acrylic. So I decided to make my own glitter acrylic. I am a beginner nail tech. I do not have the funds. I can't even talk. It's not like I am making money off of this. So I just have to be a little more smart with the things I do. So therefore, instead of buying a glitter acrylic that is going to cost me, I cannot speak, maybe $10 or more, I'm gonna make it. So I already pulled out the Mia Secret Clear. I'm using that, and then I'm gonna use this black glitter that has kind of like every color in the glitter. And then the blue, I showed that just because I was thinking about using it, but I went ahead and decided not to. So I'm creating a black and clear glitter base, which basically takes some of the Mia Secret Clear and then add glitter to it as much as desired, and then start. I would definitely not recommend mixing the entire glitter into your acrylic, especially if you decide to do these nails and you're never going to do them again. You don't want to waste your acrylic, right? So I kind of did little by little, and by the second hand I definitely needed more. But the good thing is at the end of this, I only had a little bit of this mixture left instead of having a whole full thing, because most likely I won't use it again. Okay, so I completely forgot that I have these glitter hearts too, and there is a part of it that has black hearts, and I figure why not add it in there, because I want the glitter to be chunky and different kinds of glitter. So because once I realized I had this, I'm like, okay, let me use it. Now it has so many of the other colors of glitter mixed in it, so I had to kind of like dump it out and sort through it and just get the black, which appears to be a little brownish. It's weird the black looks like that, but it doesn't look like that when it's mixed in the glitter mixture. Okay, so now I'm pretty much ready for application. I have my glitter acrylic, I have my clear that I'm going to put over to encase it. So this is definitely my first time making my own glitter acrylic and my first time doing this. I picked up a really big bead. I feel like just because there was a lot of chunky glitter in this bead. And as I went on, I feel like I did a little better because remember, I'm encasing this in clear. So there's never a point where I need a very thick bead in one spot. So I try to spread it out a little bit, but you'll see as I go on, my application does get a little better. I have a habit of forgetting that I'm going to encase in clear, so my layers of example, this glitter acrylic mixture can be super thin because I'm going to put clear over it. I don't need it to be thick. So after I got the glitter acrylic all over the nail, I decided to go right in with the clear. I didn't do this for the rest of them. For the rest of them, I continued with the glitter acrylic, and then at the end, I encased it in clear. But see, this is what I mean. That glitter acrylic is so thick that I put the clear over it, and then when it comes to me filing and shaping, I automatically, this nail is bigger than it needs to be or bulkier than it needs to be. So for future, I know, go in with a thin layer of the glitter acrylic and then encase with the clear so that I'm not making my nails too bulky. So here I am on my next nail, and you'll see the difference of how I put down the glitter acrylic. Also, I had two different things of acetone because I used the one that has a little bit of glitter in it for the glitter acrylic, and then why am I calling it acetone? Oh my gosh, monomer. And then I used the clean one for the clear because I didn't want to get glitter in my clear acrylic. I don't know if that made sense or not, but it definitely made sense to me while I was doing it. Anyway, so you can already see I'm doing the bead much smaller. It's even thinner in the sense of you see a lot of clear throughout the glitter versus on the thumbnail that I did, you couldn't even see through the glitter. And I like there being a lot of glitter so you can't really see through it, but I did not want to make the nail too bulky. So as I said before, I put on a thinner layer of glitter acrylic and then encased it in clear so that the nail wouldn't be bulky, and I feel like as I went on, the result was much better. So I sped this one up a little bit, but this is me encasing my nails in clear, and I'm sure you can see like the glitter acrylic part is super thin versus that one thumbnail I did. And you see the thumbnail in the background too. It got extra wide just because I was trying to cover the glitter with enough clear so that when I go to filing and shaping, I'm not filing away glitter, which I'm sure I probably did because I do not want my thumb to look that wide. But you see how it looks. It has a good shape in the sense of it's nice and rounded in the center and much thinner on the outer part. And that's more so how it should be versus the way I did my thumb. So I'm just showing y'all this, and then we're going to move on to the rest. I'm not going to show me encasing all the nails in clear. And here we go again. My files are out. I'm about to start filing and shaping the nails. And this actually is the second hand. That's why the thumb isn't as wide on the sides. Big, and it's also the glitter looks much thinner. So that was just me making sure the acrylic was dry and nice and hard, and now I'm going to shape it. I'm not going to show me filing and shaping all of the nails because I really want to go ahead and get to the design part, but I am going to show you how I shaped this one nail, I believe. All right, so now I have filed and shaped and buffed all the nails. What am I doing now? Sorry, I'm watching as I go. Okay, so that was the really bulky nail, and as you can see, I pretty much got it down to the other one, so it's not as bulky anymore. Oh, my bad, I didn't buff yet, so now I'm gonna go ahead and buff the nails. All right, y'all, so I am back and we are going to get these nails done. I had ran out of space. So I had to redo this. Excuse me. I had to wait until I had space, but here are my nails. They are buffed. I wiped them down, all that. I'm sure there's dust everywhere. I don't remember where I left off, but I know we're getting into the bling and all that phase. So these are the things I'm going to be using. A couple of things from here I just got from Shein. Some of these little, let me make sure you can see it. These little silver strip thingies in here. I'm going to be using these mirror pieces in here, as well as these darker mirror pieces. I'll open that up and y'all see it better. I'm gonna be using these two sides right here. And then I have these. This is also from Shein. So the first couple of things, and then this one is from Shein. This I probably got off Amazon. All right. Also using my McCart rhinestone glue, because that's the glue I have. Black polish. Shiny top coat from Beetles. Also, this stuff is a hot mess. It's so messy, but you'll see what it is in a second. I don't know what it's called. I'm also going to be using matte top coats. So let's get into it. First things first, I am going to polish all these nails with a shiny top coat because I want them to partially be shiny. So let's get into that. I also like to polish, and then I use this to put the new nail on so I can go ahead and cure it. I probably won't polish and cure these all at once. I'll just kind of add nails to it as it goes. So the reason why I made, well, I'm all the way over here. The reason why I even made this glitter acrylic was because I knew that it would just, once a shiny top coat is on it, it's just going to look so blinged out. So look at how pretty that looks. Let me just get over here right now. Ooh, it's so pretty. All right, let's go ahead and get that in there to cure. So while I wait on that, I'm gonna just go ahead and put this black. This black is very clear. I definitely wish I had a more opaque black. I think that's how you, opaque. Black to line this with, but I don't, and it's fine. We're just gonna do it twice. And then also, so I already know what I'm doing. I'm always trying to work on my smile lines because that's something new to me, and drawing on nails. So that's something I'm probably going to be incorporating into a lot of sets. So it's probably something I'm going to incorporate into a lot of my sets just to get more and more comfortable with it. Which reminds me, this is my lovely brush I'm going to use for that. Let's make sure. This is the brush I'm using. I must say I've gotten pretty good, like from the first time to the last time. I feel like I'm doing a really great job with my smile lines. Okay, so now I got my nails back. As you can see, they are shiny and pretty, and now it's time to bling them out. So I'm actually going to, not bling them out, excuse me, do my smile lines. I'm gonna do my smile lines on my pinky, my ring, and my thumb. So I'm just gonna let that lean there. And also because this is black glitter under this very clear black, it's hard to see my lines until I make it more matte. So I'm just going to go around.
I'm going to use that slide as compost.
Okay. I thought that's what you did.
I could put it on the floor.
On the ground?
Yeah.
So put it on the ground, Christian. I'm trying to get that little piece of lint out of there. Oh, that's not lint, that's from the... Oops. All right. There we go. And it's always easier for me to do one side versus the other, and I actually always do them differently. So I started from the top on that one, and from this one I start from the bottom. But yeah, just gonna go around the entire sides, and I also want to make sure I'm not making the nail bulky when I do that, so it still looks streamlined. And then I'm just going to come in a little bit more. There we go. So I have the whole sides lined, but I am gonna come in a little more. Yeah, like I feel like that's better. I hope on the camera you can see this, because I swear in person it's hard for me to see, but I feel like the camera should pick it up better. And I'm also putting a line around the bottom because the base of this is super clear, and I want it to be more black, so I'm putting it around the base as well. It's so crazy, these tips that I used, they are so wide at the bottom. And it was like after I put the acrylic and everything on and I put them to my nails, yes, they fit, but they looked huge. So I literally had to like really try to file them down to be a lot slimmer on the bottom so that it wouldn't look so wide. I'm just cutting out these little sharp looking edges and rounding it out. on my smile lines. I feel like I'm doing such a great job on this. It's like I was thinking too, once I started to cover up my glitter, I'm like, dang, so I didn't even have to make the whole thing glitter. I could have just did the bottom glitter and the rest clear. But when you flip the nail over and I polish it on the inside, you're gonna be able to see that glitter on the back. So I actually like that the whole base of the nail is glitter. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure it because I have to redo it anyway because it's so thin I can kind of still see the glitter through it. So let's put this on its own little thing and cure it now. I actually really like it glossy too. I really think it's cute glossy as well, but okay, so this is gonna be the last nail show like this because there's only one more I'm doing anyway, which is the thumb. The thing about me is I don't have a lot of space on my devices right now. I'm filming with my phone and then I have to transfer it from one to the other. And so it won't be until I free up space completely on all of my devices that I'm able to film kind of everything, just in case anybody's interested in that. And it's fine if you're not. I like to, like, if I'm doing one nail and the rest are the same, I don't feel the need to show every nail that I'm doing the same exact way, you know? Unless it's like, oh, I'm doing multiple colors, the same nail but a different color. Let me get some more black out. But yeah, so these nails are inspired by this leather company that I have to create content for. It's like lingerie, and I was like, oh, I want some really edgy nails with this, and I had just did that spring flower set, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I can put that on my hands and model that. And I could have did it with plain nails because it is about the lingerie, but no, we're gonna zhuzh it up, spice it up, and do some nice edgy nails with it too. And the funny thing is too that I realized, because I'm using silver, I realized when I looked at it that, oh, there's actually gold accents with this, but I don't care. I've always been more of a silver girl than a gold girl, and lately I've been getting more into gold. But these nails are gonna be black and silver. Black with silver accents, let's put it that way, because it's not really black and silver. I also feel like I'm getting more used to doing this on camera because right now the camera is at eye level. And a lot of times I have it higher, but it being right here is like perfect for me to make sure that I'm on camera. Hopefully I'm saying that while I'm on camera, because I could be saying that and then it's like, I look up and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not even on camera. So it's so funny too, because I think my smile line is actually going to be covered. But like I said, I want to practice it. Once I put stuff on the nails, I feel like it's going to be covered. But I want to practice it because I feel more comfortable with it already. And the last nails was a V. I did V French. This nail I'm doing the regular, whatever you call it. But yeah, these nails are super sexy. Oh, I cannot wait. Let me know if y'all want me to show you, like, I don't have to show you me modeling the lingerie, but I was kind of thinking of doing like a close-up with my nails on the lingerie, so you can kind of see the inspiration for the nails. But I will not be on here modeling lingerie on a nail on a nail channel. But yeah, let me know if you want to like even see that, like a little snippet of what's going on. I think it's cool sometimes to be inspired by different things, and most of the time I'm inspired by what I'm wearing or what I'm going to wear, or even my hair can inspire like a whole situation. Like my trip to Senegal that I went on, I know I wanted long, almost to the floor locks, and that inspired my wardrobe. It gave me like, oh, I want to be like more boho goddess look going on, and that inspired like the outfits I got and wore there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this, and then we'll jump to the next thing that we're doing. Okay, so now I have doubled up the black on all of the nails. It is nice and dry, and I'm now going to go over it with matte. Here's my matte. So, sticky stuff all over this, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I turn this so I don't put any of that on here. So of course, part of it let me slide this down. So part of it I am going to use just the regular matte brush. But to make sure the line is good, I'm going to use my long thin brush. So me doing that is just to speed up the process. Ooh. Okay, I just have to do this end. Okay, so I believe I have it all covered, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure it. And then I'll do the other nails and I'll come back when they're all done. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I'm just looking for the areas where I kind of missed it. So there are a couple of pieces that is a little still shiny. I'm just gonna fix those areas, cure it again, and then we will start the design process. Gonna go through everywhere where I see it needs a little more love. Okay, so I'm now gonna decorate my shiny nails. These are my quote unquote bling nails. So I'm just gonna take some of the bling out. I think I'm gonna use both of those. I'm gonna just move all this stuff. These are some pieces right here. Opening this up. Just taking my finger, whatever sticks to my finger, putting it out. And this black one, it's not really black, it's like a dark brown, but on these nails it's gonna look black. All right, and I'm using some of these. Just gonna take a couple of them out. And this one, so I'm just take some out. There we go. I can see all my little beads on here. Ah, I took it out. It's this one. Showed y'all this earlier. Just take some of these little ones out because I have some of the bigger ones out. I'm using these and these. And then it's one more thing I'm using now. This set. And just one or two is what I was kind of using out of this. Wasn't a lot going on here. I didn't really use a lot of big bling. One here, I'm just gonna get out a couple of these. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put on the YouTube video, get my nails going. I love watching YouTube nail channels while I'm doing this. So yeah, basically this is a freestyle inspired by some lingerie I will be wearing pretty soon. I will insert a little something that to show y'all the inspiration from it and how it turned out with the nails, but it will not be a full body seeing me in lingerie thing whatsoever. There's no point in that. This is a nail channel. All right, so let's go. Okay, so we're finally getting into placing the bling on these nails. I believe I already finished one hand off camera because I was initially recording, lost, it cut off because I didn't have any more space. And instead of stopping, I just kept going and was like, I'll just do the other hand on camera. So initially this was very random. I didn't know what I was doing, but by the time I'm recording it now, I'm basically mimicking the other hand. You know, the cool thing about being a nail artist is you're creating art. It's just small little canvases on someone's finger. So it's definitely something that I've always been into art, and somehow I've gotten into being into nail art. So I'm basically just placing a lot of bling on here. I just want the nails to be very blinged out, but as you can see, I'm not really using a lot of rhinestones. I'm using little pieces of mirrors, I'm using little strings, I'm using some rhinestones, but I really like the way it turned out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop talking and let you guys watch, and of course if there's anything I need to say, I will come back and say it. So I didn't even realize that my big stone that I started out with had fallen off this nail as I went on. When you put the glue down, until it's cured, everything's just sliding, and because it's such a big stone, it really was sliding all over the place. So this is me just securing it back in place again. I'm taking some little stones, little decorations, or little, what do you call these things? Let's just go with decorations. And putting it around the stone, and then I'm gonna secure it so that it stays in place. My apologies for it going in and out of focus. I didn't realize that my hand closest to the camera was going to make the nail that I was designing. I didn't know it was going to make it look blurry. So it's annoying me. So my apologies, because I'm sure that means it's annoying you. And for that reason, this is the only nail that I'm going to show that's like this. I'm not going to show the other one. There's no point, because I already looked at that footage and I do the same thing. So thankfully I did this clip with the nail close to the camera so you can see what's going on. Because the colors, you can't really see in really good detail all the designs, but I'm loving it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into the designs on these 3 nails. I believe I only put bling on the matte part and not on the clear glitter part, because the other nails I kind of was covering it up, and this one I wanted it to be, you know, where you can see it better. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on words. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put, I did put some on there, but it does not cover the whole nail. So I'm gonna put a little bit in this little big glue area that I added. So once again, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all watch. All right, so now we're gonna pull out the spider gel. I just finally remembered what this stuff is called. It's so sticky and it's really annoying to use. Even like, look at me opening this. So this is why it's called spider gel, all that going on. Like, it's so annoying. And it's a hot mess, and I've only used this one other time, and yet I have so much stuff coming out from it. I just need to find something to use with it. So I'm just gonna use this, and I'm just gonna dip it in here. and one by one, you'll see. Let me dip it in instead of on the outside. So you see it gets this long thing here, and I'm just gonna wrap. I'm gonna wrap in different ways, and I'm gonna wrap down the nail. And I'm gonna do it again. And I do want one that's like some of it that's a little bigger, because I think it looks cool when it's like different sizes. Okay, so that's basically what's going on. I'm gonna take another big one and wrap it towards the bottom. Okay, and trying to get it off the nail now. Such a mess. Anyway, this is basically what we're doing with this nail. I feel like I need some chunky ones here. Do it this way. And that's all you do is just wrap it around the nail. There we go. So that's what it's looking like. I'm going to take and cure this and do the other one as well. On both. There we go. Get that out the way. Dip it in. Like literally, there's so much missing from this just from it spilling out. And like I said, this is my second time even using it. I think I've seen somebody using this one time on like Instagram, because I follow a bunch of nail pages. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have it. And then I bought it. And I used it on one nail. All right, let's get that off. There we go. This one's a little more chunky. I like it. All right, so this is what we got for the rest of the nails. My thumb is so plain because when you add the other things together, it's a lot going on. But I feel like I may want to still do just a little bit more on my thumb. But for now, I'm going to leave it. But this is how the nails are looking. They're so pretty. And then I'm actually almost finished with the other ones, but not quite. I'm going to put some of these, so much down here. I'm gonna just throw all these in one thing. I do not even care where it goes, even though it's from different sets. So I'm actually going to use a bit more of these. And that should be enough. And what was the other thing I wanted to use? Oh, yeah. These. Basically, it's black on black going on right now. And these little silver beady things look a bit, because they're clear and clear silverish looking, like kind of like a chrome is on them. They are gonna look perfect on that. It's gonna look like black. All right, so this is how they look after being cured. It's a bit sticky. I need to cure them some more, but because I'm blinging them out, so to speak, I'm really not blinging them. I'm not gonna worry about it till it's done. So I'm just going to do a dot and then pick up something, one of these things, and place it right where I put that dot of glue. And I'm just gonna do that throughout. Just find random spots to put something. No rhyme or reason really going on here. Yikes. There we go. And the cool thing about doing this nail 3D, when I put this rhinestone glue, you can't even see it. It just adds to the whole 3D effect of these nails. So it's just adding another element, even though it's very subtle. It just adds a little something extra to it. See? It's very subtle. Let's put that down all the way. I'm just gonna do that throughout the nail. random little this, that, whatever. I'm just sorry, I'm finding them randomly on my mat, so I'm also picking them up from another spot, but it's the same thing. And of course, don't want it too bulky on the side, so I'm not adding big things on the side of it. It's more so being put in the middle of it. That might be enough. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna put one more thing over here, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. Just gonna try to remember where I'm putting this glue. Now I'm gonna go back to my thumb. It looks super plain, of course, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. And maybe it'll just be kind of extending the bling a little bit into these two areas. That could be fun. So let's do it. And I'm decided I want to put one of those big stones on here, so let's just get this nice and big and juicy here, and then put it a little further down. Okay, so first things first is the big stone. There we go. And now I'm just gonna put random shit on here. I just realized too, some of this glass can go on here, so let's get that back out. I like that. Let's just get these little bobble thingies in here. Okay, now the only thing I don't like when I look at this is the straight line thing. So I am going to put some more glue through here and through here, just to add more elements, and that way I'll like it better. There we go. So now the thumb is blinged out a little better. I'm gonna add some more glue in this area just to kind of make sure the stone doesn't go anywhere. So I put it kind of under there like that, and then I'm gonna take stuff and put it in there to adhere to that spot as well. And I realized also that I didn't really use much of these. So let's just pull a couple out and try to put them in there, here and there, where I can see that it can go. So I'm seeing a couple places where there is nothing, and I'm just going to, oh no, that's not glue, that's shine. Ah, this is glue. And let's get these little beads up in here. Basically trying to cover all the spots of glue. I think this might be off camera, sorry guys. Focus now, I'm almost done with the bling. This is me just trying to get some of this glue off so that I don't have to paint over it, which I'm probably gonna have to paint over with matte anyway, but I'm trying to avoid doing that. All right, y'all, so here is the final results. I'm showing you both hands just because the placement of where I'm actually gonna wear the nails is different. I pretty much did the same thing on each nail. I think these are so dope. I'm absolutely in love with them. I'm excited because, like I said, I'm a very creative person. I just needed to get my skills together. And as you can see, these look really, 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 really good. I just noticed that these two are a little bulky because of the stuff that I put here on the sides of it. So the shaping right there is just a little weird at the tips, but these are super sharp and pointy. So yeah, I tried my best not to get, not to put the bling to the sides of the nail so it wouldn't make it bulky, but some of them it is sticking to the side a bit, but yeah, these are fire. These are fire. And please, if you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, please like, please comment, please hit the subscribe button and also share. Definitely tell me your channel in the comments. I'll check it out and yeah, and give you some engagement as well. Definitely want to be surrounded by people who are doing the same thing, and hopefully we can build a circle of just encouragement for what we got going on, and just, you know, positive energy, positive space, because that's what life is about.